Okay, so in this video, all you're doing is listening, paying attention. You do not have to write anything down. So in this situation, you're thinking about how you would find exactly halfway between point A and B. So if we look at number 1, we only are focusing on A and B. And then we're looking for the halfway point between the two. So if we ignore all the other dots, if I count this way 2 spaces and count this way 2 spaces, E would be my halfway point. We're thinking between -7 and -2. The halfway point between -7 and -2. Now remember, we could find out what the distance is by doing -7 minus -2 and taking the absolute value of that, which would equal 5. So this whole distance is 5. The little pin thing is not working. So half of that would be 2.5. So then we have to find 2.5, which would be point W. Then here's A, and here's B. So now this gets a little bit more interesting. Finding the halfway point between point A and point B on a coordinate plane, which is what we're kind of going to be going towards in a few days. First, I would kind of look at the slope. So to get from A to B, I have to go down 3 units and over 5 units. So then think about how we would do that. This is already kind of set up for you. So plotting point A at -2, and point B at 4. The midpoint, which is a name for the halfway distance between A and B. We can find this distance. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps. So half of that would be 3 jumps, which would be here at 1. You will be doing this when you get to class, but just to kind of talk you through, since you already know how compasses work and how all these things go. If I wanted to find the midpoint of a segment, we have the segment. Then you take your compass, put the pointy part on C, and draw an arc. When you draw your arc, the distance from your point to your arc has to be more than halfway. So you kind of estimate, like, I think here's about halfway, so let me make it a little bit wider. You could think your mark all the way out here, and it would still work. But you're just kind of going past halfway. Then you take your compass with the same setting, and you flip it over and put the pointy part on D to make this arc. So you keep it the same. Then the red line, the line that connects the intersections of your arc, is called the bisector. Bi means 2. Sector is kind of like sections. So I've made 2 sections of my segment. Which point or points on the bisector are between points C and D? So between C and D, here would be what's between them. Remember, we talked about betweenness a little bit. So between C and D, the intersection is called the midpoint. So this is the midpoint. We'll do that vocabulary when you get back. So we can do our midpoint by counting. If I have point A here and point B here, I can do the counting method. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps. So half of that would be 3. So here's my bisector. I'm sorry, here's my midpoint. You could also fold your paper. You could take a piece of patty paper and put a dot here and a dot here and trace that segment. And then fold your patty paper in half. And then it would show you where your midpoint is. Or you could use your compass. I would put one compass point here and stretch my compass and make an arc. And then do it on this side and make an arc. And then where these arcs cross, that would be my midpoint. Okay, so there's 3 different ways that you could do it. Point C is at -1, point D is at 4. Again, you could count, you could fold patty paper in half, or you could use your compass. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps, now halfway is halfway between numbers. So it's a little bit different, but it's the same. But what if we have our points that are -16 and 92? I don't want to draw a number line and label all the way from -16 to 92. I can't really cut my patty paper in half. I can't really do a compass thing because I'm not going to draw it. So none of these are very good options. So when you get to class, we're going to talk about another option to do midpoints. But that's it. Don't forget to click the link at the bottom to do your video feedback. And I will see you